What's up, everybody? Welcome to part 3 of building my dream gaming setup / office in my new house. So if you guys didn't watch part 2, make sure you guys go back so you guys have a little more context of what's going on. But quick recap, we decided to install some recessed RGB LED lights in our wall slats that we installed in part 1. And I think they're looking really awesome. So we got that all sorted out, and we decided to go ahead and get our desk build started. So we got the drawers all set up and installed, and we got our desktop stained so it matches the rest of our layout. And we also got that put on top of our floating desk that we recreated. So yeah, if you guys want to know how to create a floating desk without having to go to IKEA, I got a nice little tutorial for you in part 2, so go back and check that out once again. But in this part, we're going to go ahead and move forward with building our desk and getting the pegboard set up in the back, and we're going to put some more accessories, and we're just going to keep continuing this thing until we finish it. So let's get into it. And now the next thing we got to do is go ahead and install our pegboard that goes behind this. So I decided to go with this look in my last iteration of this setup because I really liked it. I enjoyed the way it looked. I enjoyed the utility of the things being around it, and it has an integrated, where the heck is it? It's back there. It has an integrated monitor mount on it too that holds my OLED that's sitting right there on the floor. So we're gonna go ahead and put this all back together and then get that set up, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, now you guys might already be asking yourselves, you got this gigantic thing right here, why would you only use a 27-inch monitor? Well, I am of the belief that 27-inch monitors at 1440p are absolutely perfect. I've had a 32-inch before, and you can see pixels. So like a 27-inch OLED 1440p monitor, in my mind, perfect. And the way I set this up, you guys will see I'm gonna do it exactly like my old setup. I'm gonna use this 27-inch OLED as my main, and then I actually have a small portable OLED that I use as my secondary monitor. I'll show you next. But of course, before we do that, we can't forget the desk riser. This thing is awesome. I had it in the last setup too, and man, I would never build this setup without it again. This thing is awesome. Not only at hiding cables, but just it's freaking cool. Just the way this thing, you're able to put your devices right here in this little slot. I can put all my other stuff up top on these different tiers here. Hides my keyboard cables, all that stuff. Man, I just love it. I think I had it all the way back here, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I want to say I had my portable right here. So I wonder if I need to raise my monitor. I think I have maybe a little bit too low, but we'll see. I'll try to. I had it sitting right here, and it was actually propped up. Yeah, that's definitely too low for this monitor. I'm probably gonna have to move this. Either way, we'll figure it out though. Okay, after making a couple little adjustments here, you can see what I'm talking about. I got my, what do you call it? I think this is a 15-inch, if I'm not mistaken, 16-inch OLED right here. And then I got my 27-inch OLED on top of it. So you can see it like literally sits there perfectly. I could probably even drop this down just a hair to even make this like literally have zero gap right here. Yeah, but this is the way I like to run it. Like I feel like for games and everything I do, put a second monitor, whatever down here, main game up here. It's great. This little thing actually gives you the ability, you can put 2 monitors up here if you want to. I personally just like to run with one right in front of my face. I hate using 2 monitors, like having to look off to one or the other. So this setup right here works better for me. So, you know, hate me in the comments if you want to, but I like it. So I got some of these cool cable management things. They're magnets, but you can use them for cable management. So I'm gonna start using these just on stuff I see that I can go ahead and already start like doing a little bit of cable management with. So cool thing about this little, what do you call it? Riser right here is you can literally just use this to hide cables. It's my favorite. And from the front, you'll never see it. Pretty awesome. After getting a few things established on the desk, I decided to go ahead and tackle the audio setup. Now, this comes with a little change in the way of we're getting rid of the Go XLR Mini I used to use in my old setup, and that is because they don't actually support this thing anymore, and I kind of wanted to change to something a little more simple, and that is the Elgato Wave XLR Mark II. Now, this thing is basically a mixer all-in-one, and all it basically does is look like a knob, and it's pretty much the same size as a standard Stream Deck from Elgato. So we're going to be using this in conjunction with our Maono PD400X microphone, and along with the Elgato Wave XLR Mark II, I decided to pick up one of their low-profile boom arms to replace my old one, as it was kind of getting worn out from me moving it around so much. So hopefully this thing will do the job, and it offers a lot of adjustment compared to my other one that I used to use, so I think this will suit my desk setup very well. And one thing about this boom arm I really do want to point out is the magnetic cable trays that they have built into it. Man, when companies make stuff like this that is just super easy to use and helps you hide your cables and get all the mess out of there, I just love it. Now, once I got the boom arm set up, you might have noticed that I actually moved it over there to the left side of my desk, and that is because this little arm right here was kind of in the way, and it also didn't reach as far as I wanted it to. Then I realized the little wing nut is actually adjustable, so that's pretty cool. And then to actually get on my PD400X microphone, it comes with a couple of adapters that you just simply put into whatever your mic's like shock mount is, or whatever kind of mounting system it has. It gives you a couple different options there, and then it just screws right onto the boom arm right there, and it gets you right in the position that you need to be in. And after messing around with a couple of settings and adjusting it and getting it in the position I really wanted it to, I noticed, wait, I don't have a keyboard or a mouse or anything. Here's another little small office update for you. So we got some sound panels on the wall, put on either side of the setup because, you know, sound dampening, and also I think it looks cool. But as you see, we need to put some stuff between the middle here. I found my old, like, you know, fake plant stuff. We're going to put that on there to put some greenery around the setup, to break up the black and, you know, dark wood color that we got going on here. We need a little bit of, you know, greenery and color. I'll change the PC to, you know, to go with that too. So don't worry about that. That's just whatever, RGB puke right now. But then we're gonna put these guys, these disc plates. I've had these for a long time. Actually, one of my old setups, I had all these on the wall. We're gonna get some new magnets for these, and we're gonna stick them probably in between right here. So then that'll actually make that look a lot better. So I think, you know, it'll be rounded out. It's coming together pretty nice, I think. So you guys let me know what you guys think. And also, yeah, that wall, love that. That's gonna be like where I do my talking heads now.